Hola, buenas, buenas. Oh, oh yeah, buenas, buenas message at the same time. It is also okay. So, today's homework, full homework, not semi homework, is about um, Green Deal, energy movement. uh, from uh, relate several, not several actually, most of related sites or stakeholders. If you notice, actually sometimes, long time ago I used the term stakeholders, but now I'm using the term sites simply because some people now don't like to use the word uh, stakeholders because it sounds a bit neoliberalism or liberalism or whatever it is. So, or capitalism. Uh, so that's why I choose to keep it old fish or classic using the sites. But it doesn't really matter if we are using the same terms as the others. I mean, like stakeholders, or it doesn't really matter. So uh, again, as always, the homework is always full. Starting from appendix back to the appendix. All abbreviations out there. And all type of graphics. So but I want to emphasize on it depends, because indeed, to be honest, I don't like it either. If it's like we are giving up on any kind of indicators by using the words or terms, it depends. It depends. It depends. In which actually, it is true. Everything really depends on like this battle. Mm, it consists of water, and for me, it is important now because I'm very easy to get thirsty. But I don't know for others, right? It depends on the person. Like the flowers at the backside. For others, it may not important, but for mothers, for mama, for mom, it is really important. So, also the Green Deal. I couldn't agree more with all, though probably several adjustments still need to be done. I will talk about it at the end of the video. But at least it involves uh, countries that have important roles. Uh, ah, when it says EU needs to lead, it sounds a bit not selfish, not too, what is that? Uh, powerful, not either, not too confident either. What to say? Uh, EU can lead. It doesn't mean that EU is the one needing to lead, if you know what I mean. But maybe it's only my impression. So, bit. What I mean is that Green Deal does not only the matter of Europe or Asian or other mm, countries related to Europe and Asian, but Green Deal is about many things, many countries. In fact, global, like all countries, 195 countries. Maybe we should send the same cake, like Green Deal cake. Then EU can send one Green Deal cake to the whole universe. Oh, it's a good idea, right? And ah, I'm going to continue with the second video. Still related with the Green Deal. Also, I noticed the efforts of like not only segregating or make partition, but also like scientifically classifying when energy can't be destroyed, can't be diminished, but they can only be changed. Our energy can't be broken, but they can only be changed into three types of segregation or segmentation, I think, or fragmentation, or whatever it is the name. But always, I think they overlap each other too. Like when you say transform, I think it is related to the other two as well. So I think it is also important to make overlay between those three. So we will be able to know the opportunity or the probability. My homework. Ah, I think. No. You wanna be in the video? The probability of other opportunities, like between transform and the other two, probably like other scientific researchers will be able to find opportunity to find the other elements or other methodologies or other etc, like combining between, for example sagu and what is it, cassava, kind of thing, you know what I mean, right? So, and that's only the example. Like Imperator cylindrica, they can be changed from plants into biogas, but then at the same time, not only transformed, but it can also be gathered. I forgot the other two are so this one. And now I'm going to talk about ah uh so uh I got few attacks again, and well, I mean, for me that's an attack, of course, but for others maybe it wasn't an attack at all. But so I decided to give comments a bit, especially to those who may not know the line, like how to draw the lines between the events and evidence. Because to be honest, I can't lie, I have the knowledge accumulation since long time ago until now. So I would encourage all of us to learn from the past, but not involving it to the higher level of heat or fire. I mean, don't fight over the past again. I mean, we already have too much. What? Wars. Too many wars. Too much. Uh, tiredness because of thinking too much about the past. So, um, the line is that maybe I'm going to talk a little bit detailed in the third video, but I'm going to give the introduction first. So this is about extremism, of course, that I have been dealing with. We have been dealing with, and part of that extremism is terrorism. But as all we know now, it was uh, entitled to Islamic organizations, but now since Putin attacked, it becomes more globalized, a little bit more, that terrorism is not only about Islam. So yeah, that's what I'm going to talk in the third video. Stay tuned. So this is the third video about uh, maybe we call it, so green is usually used for conservation, but like forest, like blue conservation usually for sea. And then actually I made it myself that brown conservation is for soil. Thanks guys. What is it? brown, blue. Oh, blue can also be sky. Light blue, turquoise, turquoise, light blue. Sky conservation. Sun doesn't need to be conserved. And then extremism. Maybe we can have a color, so it won't sound that scary. White, white conservation. That I'm also wearing white. So the root of extremism is us being right all the time. Now I'm going to share in Islamic context or point of view because that's the knowledge I know the most. Okay, uh, indeed, the Quran or the Holy Quran or the Holy Book says that in one part that tends to be misunderstood by so many Muslims, especially that Islam is the most righteous religion and only Muslims are allowed to enter heaven. They said so. But at the same time, as written in my paper or my paper, if any of you read, that there is no mandatory, compulsory, like no push, like we can't push anything in religion. So that's the meaning of my name actually. So it's contradictory, right? And not only even the meaning, the literal meaning or the literal translation of the verse, but also once it is translated, we can interpret it in many ways. Like, so if I were them, let's put it in two sides. First, of course, I'm pro with those who says that no compulsory in religion. I mean, it's our personal choice. I mean, if you have read me since long time ago, you must know me so well. And if I were in the position of others that think Islam is the most correct or the most righteous knowledge, religion, with and that only Muslims are allowed to. Now, see the indicators again. With many kinds of groups in Islam, which one is right, which one is wrong? Can you at least prove? Do you have any indicators that if I think I right all the time, will I enter heaven simply because of that? And then the easiest way to say is actually when I always give example about the whore. This is a very famous theory for those who want to believe that what is that? The whore, she she's guaranteed a heaven simply because she gave her water to a dog so the dog can drink. See, she didn't go to Mecca. She didn't fast 365 days a year. I need to continue in the next video. So see, the whore who gave a drink to a dog, she didn't go to Mecca, she didn't fast 365 days a year, she didn't give zakat or the part of our income more than 2.5%. She didn't even give any. I think probably, given that she's a whore, maybe her income is very less. And then, oh, the other one. Maybe she didn't even say Shahada. I mean, she didn't say, you know, Shahada, right? When we decided to be a Muslim, that we need to say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, something like that. which means I do believe in God and I do believe in Prophet. It's not part of compulsory either. When I said I believe in God, it doesn't mean that. Mm, yeah, it's really broad. And then the second, prayer, 5 time prayer. No one push us to pray all the time. 5 times. It's just over the sea. But to reach that level, not all people can do that, and therefore we need to facilitate them as well, right? So now I'm talking to those, or as them, who are thinking like that, that Islam is the most righteous one, and this can be applied to other religions as well, okay, or beliefs, or whatever it is. So if we feel right all the time, no rooms for doubts, no rooms for improvement, no rooms for mistakes, then where's the fun of living? I mean, uh, like, we couldn't even laugh at our mistakes, which I have experienced. Not I have, which I experience almost every day. That I make mistakes all the time. But since I'm not doing campaign, so I'm allowed to do mistakes all the time. My husband told me that if you want to be involved in a campaign, don't make mistakes. That's the point of the whole intercom. But not for me. So, yeah, and the series of attacks have concluded the lines between many religions and beliefs uh, with the roots that uh, they don't like a harmonized universe, or at least a small harmonized community or balanced community where we respect each other, like, and respecting each other also has different level and different meaning. But uh, mm, okay, I will mention these. The case of cartoon made in Denmark, if it rings any bells of any of you. I understand the anger, and it was around the same time with 9/11, and then Iraq, Afghanistan, etc., etc., etc. But even the PM of Denmark at the time apologized. I think he is even still ashamed now because of that. So imagine that is happening again right now, but in just like Putin's way, like Cold War. He sounds happy. So again, I am not encouraging those who already believe about harmony. I'm encouraging myself to a little bit more accepting the fact that there are always people in the other side who don't like yet about harmony. I mean, but we need to facilitate them still. So that's all. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Buenas, buenas.